Now time for the post-match report presented by the American University Athletics Eagles Club. Jeremy Huber here with head coach Jason Borrelli. Jason, a little different feeling after this one than the Harvard match. And one thing Jason Grimes, I think, caught you saying early on was, hey, go early, get a little earlier. It feels like if a few of your guys maybe had pushed earlier in this, it's maybe not a win, but maybe a lot different looking duel, correct?
Yeah. We 165, we get a late takedown. And honestly, that match, we had some issues with the score clock, and I feel bad about that because had I realized that we still had a chance to cut them and take them down to tie it, we might have done something different. But I thought we were down 4 because I knew they had forgot to put a point up. And so in my mind, I was thinking there's still a point missing on the score clock because we had some issues, and I thought we'd have to have a turn, but we didn't. We could have cut them and tried to score. Who knows? But I really thought 174. Caleb just you got to score early. If you're trying to win a national title, you're trying to be an NCAA All-American, you have to be able to take guys down with your best offense early. And I felt like, the theme up and down. I mean, I think 141, same thing. We scored. We just weren't offensive enough early. I think. What's the other way? 149. I thought, we scored on some counter stuff, but not a lot of our action, which, it's like we had a win, got a major, and that's great. Stop the shutout, but we just need more offense. And when we wrestle big, strong, physical teams, we're a little too hesitant, a little more timid, and we need to go out and try to impose our positions and get to offense earlier.
You talked about Owen. Obviously gets the win. You said maybe some more offense, but you have to like the fact that he was able to execute and get a victory.
Yeah, well, this goes back to the theme that I've talked about all year, just consistency, right? He lost a match on Friday night and then turns around and wins, and that's just kind of been us right now. It's, we'll have a bad performance, and a couple days later the guy will have a better performance. He definitely performed better, but, I just wish we're scoring with more of our offense and having more confidence in our leg attacks instead of being a little wait for the guy to kind of come to us and then try to counter or score in scrambles. You just want to see our guys going out and hitting leg attacks. And I think Jack Neese tried to. At 157, he went out and got to his offense. And but in his match again, he got after it early. The kid stopped him, and then he kind of shut down. And even in the last period when he cut the kid to try to take him down, he waited all the way until there's 20 seconds left or 30 seconds left to try to score. And it's like you got to create that action earlier. So.
Last one for you, Jason. Coming up next Sunday, it's the Chippewa Challenge. It's a big day of wrestling here, basically 6 hours of 4 teams, all guys that kind of came off your dad's coaching tree. Question for you is this. It feels like you guys have performed at this really well. Do you think the kids kind of know the situation, maybe kind of gin it up a little bit because they know this is an important one for you?
Yeah, they talk about it a lot. As a matter of fact, I feel like most of the guys, if you ask them what are some of their biggest highlights of when they're here, they talk about that event. Athletes and wrestlers love duels, and they love the team aspect, and it's a little bit of a dual tournament, and you're trying to win a trophy. There's a trophy on the line that our guys get motivated by. And so, yeah, I think there's a little extra additive incentive probably because they know it means a lot to me. It's bragging rights for me for sure. But, get ready, bring some coffee, have your caffeine ready. It's a long day, but we need all the fans, and we need people here energetic for what could be 6 hours of wrestling.
Well, the problem with this, folks, is he's an Eagles fan. I'm a Commanders fan. We might be having our teams play, but hey, come watch some wrestling and put the DVR on. It'll be a fun day of wrestling, Coach. Jason, thank you very much. And that'll do it for our Eagles Club post-match report. Do your part to support the successes of AU wrestling student-athletes in the classroom and on the mat by joining the Eagles Club.